You've never seen a podcast that's good for this long.
Yes, sir. You
Hold
better
on.
believe it. Yeah, come on. Hey, I was about to jump over there and do that real quick. I appreciate you doing me a favor.
Gotta keep it going. You
Hey,
know
look,
what I'm
hold
saying?
on real quick, man. Big deal. Episode 10. One more. Can we say we made it?
Yes, sir.
We made it. Yes, sir. Look,
The podcast where
brick
you
by
talk-
brick. You feel me? We just got to start it like that. So, big pat on the back to me and you, bro. Episode 10. Here we go. Kick this off for me, though. Let's go.
You know, this is where the talk to the culture talks back.
For sure.
You know, welcome to the Platinum House. Shout out to the whole Platinum Squad.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Hella niggas behind the camera that y'all can't see, but they all there.
For sure. I mean, let's start off the right way, man. We gotta say rest in peace, condolences to a great artist, someone that transformed,
Man.
you know, music. You know, he brought that whole neo soul vibe,
To put it lightly.
you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
the game. The one and only D'Angelo.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he passed away after a long battle with pancreatic cancer.
That's
and it's
sad,
crazy because like he did it like real silently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did it real privately. He had a show that was coming up at the Roots picnic,
Mm-hmm.
and he ended up having to cancel that. And everybody was like, "Why he's canceling? Why he canceling?" Now you know why.
Yeah. I mean, so for me, I think we had spoken a couple episodes ago just about, you know, the importance of staying on top of your health and being knowledgeable
For sure.
about your health, because we have seen so many artists, legacy artists, celebrities just in general, that have had an early exit for a variety of health reasons and stuff like that. So this was another one where I was just like, damn, bro. Like, I feel like, you know, like I said, this is only episode 10. And I feel like we've done this a couple of times already
few
to start.
times.
Yeah, right. In 10 episodes, like 4 or 5 times already, starting off with RIPs and stuff. And so the impact can't even begin to be understated, you know, or over explained, I guess. You talking about somebody who essentially, I won't say created the genre, but damn near was a founding father or,
Yeah,
or
for sure.
up there on that Mount Rushmore. So, and only 3 albums too, which really will speak to, if you haven't listened to D'Angelo, you really got to tap in. Like, again,
sure.
we're all talking about 3 albums, but the impact was OD. And it's somebody who was able to drop classic albums over variety of decades. So it's not only the impact of his voice and his writing, but his ability to stay current too.
Yeah.
So when you lose an artist like that, bro, it just changes everything.
Nah, for sure.
My whole timeline was just RIP D'Angelo, and I'm seeing artists give, like, you know, whole eulogies, like for real, like long paragraphs upon paragraphs, just about the impact and what they meant to him. And so that was just super sad to see. So rest in peace for sure.
I mean, when we go through tragedies like this, the one thing that I always pay attention to is like after they pass, it's like everybody wants to give them their flowers, and then you see all the streaming numbers skyrocket, and then the songs and the albums, they hit the charts again. You know, like his streams have went up like 276%. He got 3 songs on the charts now, and it's like, yo, like, where was this love when my man was still here, so he could know how important he was to the game?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got songs with you know, he has classic records with like Lauryn Hill, you know, Nothing Even Matters, Lady, Brown Sugar. One of my favorites is Devil's Pie. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he just has so many records that were out that, you know, I wish he got a chance to see how much he was loved and how much he was appreciated while he was here.
Facts, especially because, like, you know, Leon Thomas being a super big R&B artist. I was just playing this a couple days ago. Somebody had done like a mashup of Mutt over the instrumental for Lady, which was super hard. And so, like, you know, it feels like even when he wasn't dropping music, he was always still remaining relevant, just with people either using samples or just continuing to speak about him. Because like I said, he is somebody that damn near started a genre that is so prevalent still today for hip hop. And then also condolences to his son as well, because I believe he shared a son with Angie Stone, who had tragically passed away a couple months ago as well. So that's you know, tough.
Prayers.
Doesn't even begin to say it. Yeah, prayers up to him for sure.
Losing
But
both of his parents in the same calendar year, it's crazy.
yeah, I mean,
Unexpectedly too. It's like, yo, like that's
what
crazy.
do you do? Yeah,
But,
no, for sure. So rest in peace to D'Angelo, bro.
And,
Go ahead.
Shout out to October London. October London. I went to a show this weekend, and he did a rendition, or, you know, a tribute set to D'Angelo. Boy, sound just like D'Angelo.
October London is hard, by the way. Yeah, shout out to him.
shout
I heard
out
him
to
on that
October
Anderson
London. He's
Paak album
definitely
a couple months ago, and he's super talented. So shout out to him for sure. And rest in peace to D'Angelo always, man. You know what I'm saying? Impact can never go forgotten or understated.
We appreciate real music.
Man, speaking
Real
of
artists and real
thank you
music.
for highlighting that, brother, and just teeing that up for me, because I wanted to talk about real quick. Have you been seeing this AI shit with Timbaland?
Yes.
Now, Timbaland has an artist, and excuse me if I'm mispronouncing the name, Tata Takumi, or something to that effect. And he's been rolling this out here for a couple of months, but it really now is starting to get legs because I think about a week ago or something to that effect, he had put up their first music video.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, this doesn't even need to be this huge political back and forth. That shit is weak. AI is weak as fuck. I don't like nothing with AI. All that shit is out. I understand using it as a crutch. It could be helpful for sure, but trying to do it to give somebody an upper hand, or not even an upper hand, but just to give them that starting ground as an AI artist, that shit don't even feel right. Like, you just listening to some shit that's not real. Half of what I love about music is the emotion and the way you can connect to it. And if I'm just sitting there typing shit in on a code just to get what I want to get out of it, it loses all of its feeling and all of its meaning to me. So I completely took a little snippet of it just because we're doing this, and I just kind of wanted to stay up to date on what was going on. But I didn't even finish that whole video. Fuck that shit. Timbaland, you a legend, nigga, but you tweaking.
You know who agrees with you?
Who this?
Kaylani. Kaylani agrees with you. She put up a video the other day because there was another AI artist that got like a super big record deal. Song is on the charts, and it's like, she's like, doesn't respect it at all. She's like, there's no creative value to it. You know, you're ruining, you know what I'm saying, what music really is. And unfortunately, I kind of agree with her, but the technology is here. It ain't going nowhere. It's like you're going to have to be able to adapt to it. And you're also going to have to be able to get out here and make connections with real people. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's going to go for the artist now. If you can't make personal connections with people, they're going to go on Spotify, they're going to go on Apple Music, they're going to go wherever, and it's going to play an AI artist, and they're not going to know the difference, and they're not going to care as long as that shit sounds good. And these record labels damn sure ain't going to care because they're able to now use that technology, and they ain't got to pay nobody. Who am I paying?
Now, while you're saying that, and honestly, I'm kind of thinking as you talking and stuff, and maybe I might be arguing against myself, I wonder if some people are going to kind of try to reconcile with this by being like, oh, well, you know, there's people that get ghostwritten for all the time. What's the difference?
Right.
If you just having somebody just, you know what I'm saying, have another medium serve it. If you just punching stuff in and somebody's not actually writing the records for themselves, which we do have a lot of artists out right now that are very prevalent that don't write a lyric for themselves.
Correct.
So, I mean, you know, it is something to think about, I guess, when you do kind of flesh it all the way out. But at the same point in time, fuck that. I don't care. Even the ghostwriting shit for me, like, is just loving rap so much. That ghostwriting shit has always been kind of corny to me. I understand you get helps on hooks, whatever the case may be. But when you're talking about whole verses being penned and shit like that, you've lost me. One ear and out the other. So Timbaland, legend in the game. But nigga, fuck you. You tripping. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I really don't want that shit to succeed at all. And I hope that shit never has any air at all. Like, I don't want to ever live in a space or time where AI artists are getting any type of life, or for lack of a better term.
I mean, for me, you know, it's gonna be like the artists that are gonna survive are the ones that are gonna be able to get out here and perform, and you know what I'm saying, like they're gonna have to sell tickets, sell physical tickets, and people are gonna want to have to be able to come see them. If we're living in a virtual reality world where these people could consume concerts and shows with these AI artists, and it's an experience, and these people ain't got to leave their couch or leave their bedroom.
That's where they're gonna have the upper hand, though,
because and that's where we got to get used to.
That is where they'll have the upper hand, though, because you know how many people I know that will quote unquote claim that they love an artist up, down, this way, and the third, and the second that they get into town, tickets could be like $50 if that, and it's like, oh no, I'm busy, I got something to do. No, I don't want to go out. There's mad people like people really don't. Even for me, like some of my homies that I personally know since I've gotten cooler with them just being an older age and stuff like that, that I've been to their first, I've taken them to their first concerts. Like niggas haven't even really been outside like that. And so I do think that is where some of these labels kind of might try to weasel their way in, is like, oh, well, we already kind of have climates where people don't go outside to shows and where people, you know what I'm saying, don't necessarily care all the way about ghostwriting, which is what makes me scared. So it's really up to the consumer, us, myself included, to stomp on that shit and let it be known like we do not want this. Because honestly, if you kind of treat it nonchalant or treat it like it's nothing, then it will become something.
I mean, one thing you ain't got to worry about is no AI artists dying, and you ain't got to worry about them going to jail.
See?
You ain't got to worry about them being late. You ain't got to worry about
Glam Squad. Oh yeah, nothing. I mean all the fees associated with being an artist. Yeah, so that shit is scary. But like I said, if we as the consumer put our foot down and let it be known, like, nah, this shit is whack, we not feeling this, there will be a line drawn in the sand. So But speaking of fuck that AI shit, shout out to the legacy acts that's really out here doing it, man. One time for Mobb Deep, bro.
Of
Straight
course.
up. One time for Mobb Deep.
MOBB.
Yeah, they just dropped their album a couple weeks ago. This has been a huge resurgence in this last year. I feel like since we really done brought a nice little wave with us. You feel me? Like,
For sure.
Since we started talking about the aging of hip hop, I feel like we've continued to get these albums. It feels like every other episode we're getting somebody. And so, what did you think about it? I'll let you take that first because I know you big 90s.
I loved the album. I mean, you know, it was kind of like I had to get used to like hearing P's voice again, hearing Prodigy's voice again, because it just sounded a little older, a little more slower, a little deeper than what I was used to. From previous albums, but I'm here for it, man. I love Infinite. I love Port and Henny. I love, you know, a lot of records that's on there, and I'm just happy to see that, you know, Havoc is able to get out and do shows now. You know, he's doing the whole podcast run now, and you know, he's really now. I feel like more so now he's getting more of his just due as a producer as well. When, you know, before he was, you know, just looked at as one half of Mobb Deep, but now, like, you know, he's able to get credit and get acknowledged for his production work that he did for Mobb Deep and other artists as well. So I'm here for it, man. I'm looking forward to more artists. You know, we already got Raekwon, we got Ghostface, we got Mobb Deep, and I want to say my man is coming up in a couple weeks.
Big L,
Big L.
yeah,
like,
Big L. He just dropped a
I
single.
love Big L. You know
He just dropped a single with Nas like not too long ago as well.
Smoked it.
Yeah,
smoked it.
Shout out to Nas, by the way. Hey,
Mass appeal.
like big applause to Nas real quick because he's the one that's been putting this whole thing together, and I think we spoke about that. But it's one thing to talk about it; it's another thing to execute it. And so I really appreciate that we're not only in a space where we can get these artists putting out these bodies of work, but they actually have quality to them.
Right.
And there's something to look forward to. Shout out to Alchemist too. He's been spanking shit for like 2 years now.
For sure.
Between the work he's been doing with Freddie, the work he's doing with Griselda, and then even with, you know, coming back full circle with Mobb Deep. He got a project with Erykah Badu coming out soon, a project with Mos Def coming out soon. So shout out to Alchemist. He did his thing on this project too. For me, I didn't grow up with Mobb Deep, so this was kind of, it didn't really resonate with me in the same way. Like, I had to go back and listen to, not now, but a couple years ago, I had to go back and listen to the Infamous and listen to Hell on Earth to really get familiar with what, you feel me? To really get familiar with what I was listening to. So for this, and I think you would kind of mention it too, his voice did sound kind of weird because you trying to fit modern day beats over records that or vocals that was recorded, you know, possibly like over a decade ago, because he passed like close to a decade ago or some shit, right? So, yeah, I mean, it was a little funky there, but I do think that they did their best to try to honor him. You know, like I said, the beats are slapping. I think the features, that's a big thing too. The features are really good on there, which is easy when you kind of get in this legacy space. You can kind of get people just mailing shit in, and so I think they did a good job of really putting together a full body of work. And so, you know, it's not going to be, we just talked about the Grammys and stuff. It's not going to be in my list for no Grammy nomination.
No, I don't think so.
But it's a solid album.
But it's a great album.
It's a solid album.
And it's a step in the right direction to help, you know, more legacy artists that are, you know, thinking about, hey, should I do it? Get out here because there's an audience for you.
For sure.
And it just shows that, you know, even though we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop, you know, we could celebrate another 100 years with the same artists.
People don't think about that. Like, bro, hip hop is young. Like,
it's the youngest genre of music.
Come on.
And it's like, you know, you don't hear about country artists being too old to make music or rock and roll artists being too old to make
the
music.
Nigga Willie Nelson's literally like close, like coming up on 100.
Yeah, you know, classic musicians, jazz musicians, they make music until they 80, 90 years old. But, you know, they want to say hip hop, oh, after 40 or after 30, you shouldn't be trying to start rap. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear, you know, some educated stuff. I want to hear some stuff that's going to motivate me, inspire me, even as a older person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, like, what am I looking for, you know what I'm saying, when I become a father or a husband? You know what I'm saying? Be able to put that shit in music, you know what I'm saying, to help me, you know what I'm saying? Because music is such an educator, you know what I'm saying? It helps you connect with experiences. So it's like, yo, put that shit in music so, you know what I'm saying, we
give
can
some niggas some game. For real.
Put us on game.
Yeah. Sure. So shout out to Mobb Deep, man. Now, that's some good stuff. Now, I want to take a little detour here.
Where you want to go?
We ain't talked about the season since everything really kicked off.
Okay.
So
NBA season?
No. Nice try, nigga.
Oh,
NFL.
I
So we
forgot.
gotta
It's
we
football season.
yeah, I know. I'd forget it too. So we got a stinking Jets fan here to the right of me.
For sure.
Go ahead and just tell us the turmoil that you've gone through these first couple weeks of the season now, because y'all niggas is winless at this current point in time.
Yeah, we gonna get the first pick in the draft this year.
You're right,
For
yeah.
shit sure.
I got you, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. But as a Jets fan, die hard. It was tough because I felt like even after the first game where we gave it away to the Steelers, I felt like, okay, we gave that game away, but we looked good enough to where we'll be competitive. And then we ended up giving away the Buccaneers game, and then we ended up giving away the game to the Broncos and to who we play at the Panthers. It was like, bro, like we just couldn't get out of our own way.
Yeah.
And it's like we really could be like in the hunt and pretty decent in the middle of the pack instead of being fucking dumpster juice of the NFL.
Niggas is a black eye right now.
Justin Fields hasn't looked, first game he looked good. After that, he's been inconsistent.
Yeah.
To the point where now they're benching him for Tyrod. Tyrod Taylor's going to get out there.
That's tough.
And do his thing. We'll see how that goes. But, at this point, I'm like, yo, we might just need to start trading everybody. And
fire sale that joint.
Stockpiling some picks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And seeing what some of the other younger cats got and giving some of these other veterans a chance to go somewhere where they can win. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be 5, 6, 7 years on the Jets and you ain't never been to the playoffs. You don't know what the playoffs fucking tastes like. You know what I'm saying?
A New York sports fan, it just feel like y'all just endure a lot of pain.
We do.
Niggas has just got hardened shells from just losing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, but we're realistic with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're never be like, oh, this is our year. We going to the Super Bowl, man. Fuck that. Like, we be like, all right, we know we suck, but you know what I'm saying? We want to see if we can, you know what I'm saying, possibly squeeze one out. And if we do, great. If not, it's our shit. We expect not to win anyway, so fuck it.
So for me, I wish we would have did this shit a week ago when the Steelers was 4-1 and everything was like real smooth and rosy.
Yeah,
because I actually went to that game on Thursday against the Bengals.
Okay, lit.
And had to, I mean, yeah.
Not for y'all.
I mean, it was a nice stadium. The vibe was cool until they started losing to damn Joe Flacco. So, shit. I mean, I'm going to try to make this quick, bro. They're 4-2 right now at this current point in time. I had them going out there winning about 10 to 11 games, trying to get a playoff win.
Sure.
And then from that point, it's anybody's game. Now, at this current point in time, I'll probably say it's about the same thing, so that's not too exciting. This team got to figure it out, though. Like, shit look kind of funky in the NFL this year because everybody is so injured just across the board.
For
Like, the Ravens dealing with injuries. The Chiefs are kind of trying to climb their way back into shit. So you got to, everything kind of feel wide open. So I'm not going to go on and on, but I'm really hoping that by the next time, because we'll call this like a little halfway point.
For sure.
And then we'll do another jump like towards the end of the season. I'm hoping that towards the end of the season, everything look a little bit more secure because these niggas right now ain't got a defense worth of shit, which is hugely concerning how much money you paid. The run game is kind of starting to come around. So you need a lot of things to start working in your favor. The pass game, man. I'm getting off my ESPN soapbox, but shout out to the Steelers. Now, swinging over here to the NBA season.
Okay, now we can talk.
I don't really got no horse in the race, but I know you a big Knicks. So last year, y'all niggas y'all kind of let things bottom out towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
We starting back up again. How we feeling now that we got this season coming up?
Oh, we feeling marvelous. We feeling good. I feel like this is our year. Honestly, I can say that. I can say that this is the best chance that we've had in the past.
It's wide open too.
In the past 30 years of winning a championship, or at least getting to the championship. Last year, I thought once we got past the Celtics, I was like, oh man, we in there. And then Tyrese Halliburton hits a fucking lucky ass shot.
That nigga was Jesus in the playoffs
and
last year.
It was all downhill after he made that shot. Came back from like 20-something down with like 3 minutes left and broke our hearts in true Pacer fashion. But, I feel like this year, we with all the injuries that the Eastern Conference has, with Jason Tatum being down, with Halliburton being down, with the Bucks not even like really being competitive, Philly is not going to be too competitive.
Pistons are a kind of interesting team. Pistons and Magic are interesting to me out the East.
They're interesting, but they're still young. They're still young. They're
Yeah.
still young. And I just feel like we just got to get past the Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's, unimaginable. I think, that's definitely plausible for us to get past them and make it to the NBA Finals this year. Now, who we go up against, I don't know, because the Western Conference is wide ass open. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But for sure, go Knicks. Blue and orange skies. For sure.
Off the top, I just want to say here, I guess, for my part of the NBA thing is, I need to see Wemby take that next step this year. I'm tired of hearing about some of these niggas that they keep telling me is so good. And I need to see them put it all together for a season. Same way with some of these magical wings in the NBA, like Amin Thompson, niggas like that. Niggas that got the measurables and the size and the wingspans and all that. I need to see them start putting it together for a whole season. The Rockets yesterday was looking kind of funky. KD, fuck you, nigga. You lost me bread. I ain't gonna keep it. I gotta keep it a stack. How I take a nigga, I'm a soapbox. How I take a nigga for 23.5 points, the nigga get 14 at the half and just start running cardio for the next 3 quarters. They got a third quarter, a fourth quarter, double overtimes, and the nigga just out there running back and forth, getting looked off by Reed Shepherd? Nigga, who are you? We left the Sun just for you to go to the Rocket to be the niggas. So shit like that is going to kind of bug me, but you know how these NBA niggas get down with one night they trying, one night they not. One night they going out there putting up 45, one night they tummy hurt and they want to go put up 5. Or they not playing.
I don't know what LeBron was hurting from.
I saw the nigga on Cost in that stream twerking and shit, and now the nigga can't play in the season opener, so I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, he looked up some shit that like 40-year-olds suffer from and be like, yeah, I got that. I can't play tonight.
You feel me? So it'll be an interesting season though. For me with the NBA just in general, I kind of check out just because NFL's going on and that's really such a week-to-week drama.
Yeah.
The NBA to me don't really pick up until around that All-Star break.
Right after the All-Star break.
Yeah, everything kind of starts to formulate. You figuring out who's what team, who's actually going to go to the playoffs, who really got to kind of start putting their foot on the gas. Up until that point, it's just kind of a lot of bullshitting. You'll see niggas you never heard of dropping 50 in the middle of November. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll kind of be funky like at the beginning. So, shout out to the NBA. It'll be a long season, and we'll kind of do a little bit of a check-in.
Yeah, we got
probably
80
around
more
that
games
All-Star.
to go, so we get on NBA. But you know who else we got to check in with?
Talk to me.
In the NBA? YoungBoy.
Oh, shit. I was sitting scratching my head. Like, where you going with this?
Man.
Yeah, go ahead, talk to me.
Speaking of the NBA, you know, he's on his Massa tour, Make America Slime Again tour.
We talked about that like episode 1 or 2. We knew that was going to start spanking. As far as the attendance goes, it's going crazy.
For sure, but getting some shows canceled. Some cities is like, yo, nah.
We not insuring this.
Hey, you know what? If you bought your ticket, we'll give you your money back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, anything is better than having you niggas show up in one area. As a 30-year-old, 31-year-old, that whole scene, and I ain't even trying to be on no crazy.
I'm threatened by it.
That shit looks scary in that motherfucker. I'm walking around like, damn, I need to keep an eye open in this joint. You got niggas standing on seats, punching air, doing all type of shit. It kind of remind me of like when I was younger, kind of like a Travis Scott type vibe, like concerts as far as the vibe were and the energy level. But like I said, me being older now, I couldn't imagine being in the stadium. But shout out to bro, because he do sound like he's doing his thing. But with the cancellations, it's like, yeah, you know, as you go to some of these different cities, it's cool to do the nationwide tour until you get to the places where you've dissed Dirk hella times or you've dissed this person other times. And when you get to these different places, like, yeah, you know, and I guess that kind of speaks to the real fear behind it because he is bringing in a lot of revenue. Whenever his tours coming into cities, he's getting all the kids out there.
Not as much though. Not as much as you would think.
Well, it's not like it's like a Drake concert or something like that where it's becoming an event in that way. But I'm just talking about it is a surplus of revenue to some extent from your average Thursday or your average Wednesday in whatever city he might be in.
I think that's why a lot of venues and a lot of places are canceling it because I don't think the money is adding up to what they would expect it to and what they would have to do to secure the place. The threat of violence, like you say, they in there standing on shit. They in there punching air.
No,
violent,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Breaking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the local economy is as stimulated as it would be. Chris Brown did like 50 shows in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And
turn
all
the
the
shit
shit was
outside
sold
down.
out.
Yeah.
The city didn't cancel shit.
Not
you know
for
what
real.
I'm saying? So it's like, you know why? Because people fly in for that. People book hotel rooms for that. People go to expensive dinners. They buy in drinks. Them young niggas at the motherfucking NBA YoungBoy
They're taking
concert,
an Uber and going home.
they're not goddamn spending no money on no expensive drinks, no expensive dinners, no, like, you know what I'm saying? They just out there, you know what I'm saying, paying whatever for the tickets, you know what I'm saying? But the venues and the economy around that, it's not really making the money to make it make sense for them. So they're like, fuck it, take your money, you know what I'm saying? And we won't even have to worry about the threat of violence. Because if somebody does get, you know what I'm saying, some violence do break out, You know what I'm saying? Now the city's on the hook for that. You know what I'm saying? They got to book extra police, extra security, because like you say, nigga do be out here dissing niggas. He do be in the motherfucking fuck that nigga, bitch that nigga. He be doing that shit to niggas.
For
so
real.
guess what? When you come to the city, you never know. You know, they have units that investigate that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So they know, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a possibility of this happening.
Yeah, the hip hop police is still out here for real.
For real.
Yeah.
So to me, it's more of a situation where like the money's not adding up for the bullshit that they got to endure. So it's like, nigga, we'll let you do one night, but nigga, y'all ain't finna come back and fuck up a Saturday night in the city. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Fuck no.
That was the point I was trying to make too, though, where I was like, even if it's not a crazy boost up, they're still kind of getting that little bit of a spike. But to your point, that little bit of a spike ain't worth it when you think about in the grand scheme of the resources you got to use.
Right.
And just the possibility of resources aside, these niggas don't care.
They don't give
so
a fuck.
So all it takes is you to show up in the city and somebody to come out with the switch, with the beam on it, with the extended clip on. You know what I'm saying?
They coming with the bullshit.
Yeah. So it turned into a whole wild, wild west out there. So I think that's probably the most interesting thing to me is that he has so much of a following with him now that people are like, fuck that. We don't even care what you bring in as far as potential business or any of that. It ain't worth it. It's not enough. There's too much real life at danger and at stake for you to kind of be over here playing and stuff like that. So it is wild to watch him get canceled like that, especially because you'll see some of these other artists. Most of the time when we used to hearing about cancellations because niggas can't sell out a show.
Right.
I just saw.
He's selling out.
Huh?
Yeah, he's selling out.
Yeah, and
sure.
I just saw with man, I guess we'll just kind of do a quick little spin off here. Joey Badass. I just saw him cancel his whole tour, talking about personal matters and all this shit like that. Hey, look, man, Joey, it's all good, brother. We love you regardless. You still one of them young niggas doing it. Now, I will say I was disappointed, and I guess it kind of wasn't surprising because his album, if I'm just keeping a stack, his album wasn't good to me. When I was listening to that, I expect it, considering the momentum he had around him leading up to that year, between him doing his thing on Power, him dissing niggas all over the records. He dissed the whole West Coast. And it felt like there was this whole storm behind him, kind of like J. Cole. When J. Cole was doing all the dissing and all that shit like that, and then it got to the time for him to battle Kendrick, and he was like, nah, I'm good. Joey didn't do that, and it felt like he was welcoming all that smoke, and all the momentum kind of led up to this most recent album, Lonely at the Top. And nigga, I was just lonely listening to the motherfucker because I'm just sitting there like, bro, there's no, like, some of the beats was dated as fuck. The features were dated. Like, and this is somebody that has a strong discography. And so it just kind of felt like, considering all of the heat and everything that he kind of brought to him, he just completely dropped the ball. And then you look, kind of a residual effect of that. A couple weeks later, he ends up canceling the whole tour, which doesn't really surprise me if the album's not hot. And then you got Absol and Rhapsody on there, and y'all know I'm super hip hop, but neither of them niggas got a project out. And if you don't have projects out and you're not relevant right now, and those aren't the type of artists like a Drake where you just go see them no matter what, even if they got something out. Your whole shit is gonna get canceled. It's cancel Christmas. So
cancel.
I was disappointed in that album, especially because I got such a strong year for hip hop, and I wanted it to be one of them ones. That shit wasn't it. So yeah, but shout out to YoungBoy though, doing his thing. Sorry, I just had to go ahead and say that about Joey,
because you went all the way left.
That Joey shit pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. I want to talk about it last episode, but we here now.
Yeah. So YoungBoy shows got canceled. But people aren't gonna go to jail, and they're not gonna need what NBA YoungBoy got from Trump.
Yeah.
A pardon.
Yeah.
And you know who else is looking for a pardon?
Who this?
Your boy, Sean P. Diddy Combs.
This nigga just won't
He's
go
already
away.
serving his 50. He got his sentence, 50 years. 50 months.
Yeah.
He got his 50-month sentence already, and now he's trying to, get out this week. He's put in a request for a pardon from Trump. I don't know if he gonna get it. He talked greasy about Trump, during the campaign. So I don't know if Trump is gonna hold a grudge against him. I mean, if you pardon Kodak Black and YoungBoy, possibly you
was
can,
one more criminal.
Yeah, you pardon Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? You pardon Larry Hoover's federal charges. What's one more for your boy Diddy?
I guess, yeah. Listen, man, I wish this nigga would go away. He's like a cavity. Motherfucker just keep popping up every other time you think you got rid of him. So, this whole pardon thing has been interesting, I guess, to me, because to your point, it feels like Trump is just letting niggas out left and right. So it'll be interesting to see. I feel like for myself too, I do kind of want to clean something up. I misrepresented last time because I feel like I was a little too nonchalant on the whole Diddy topic. I started reading back up, and I'm forgetting that nigga had people on testimony talking about, you know, accusing him, and it seemed to be credible, of rape, extortion, all type of crazy shit. And so to me, I feel like last time I was a little too lax, like, oh, he's in, he's out, it is what it is. Nah, you can put that nigga under the jail.
Nah, you can't.
No, you can put that nigga under
you
the jail.
can't.
Yeah, you can.
You can't. You know why? And this is why I feel like he's gonna appeal the sentence and he might get it reduced further. He wasn't convicted of any of that shit. He was only convicted of transporting prostitutes. That's it. So that's
we
all
can
you
do
can
the technical shit, but I'm just saying I misrepresented when any type of nigga getting down like that, nigga, fuck you.
But
So that's just how I feel.
Guilty, if he wasn't found guilty of it, throw that shit out.
I guess we're gonna sit here and go back and forth on some Law and Order shit. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you have it. But what else did you kind of want to get to though about the Diddy partying? Because I think there was something else, another angle on it.
I mean, we just know who's in office, and we know that he could be bought. So I feel like if Diddy come with the right amount, he might be able to get one up out your boy. So we'll see. Close situation to monitor. But you know who isn't dropping anything right now that I hope they would?
Who this?
Roddy Ricch and A$AP Rocky.
Man, them niggas been pushing shit back farther than Stephen A. Hairline in this joint.
Sure.
Every other week I look up them niggas pushing this shit back. So I know Rocky's got this album, Don't Be Dumb, which has been getting teased for maybe 2 years now. He's dropped singles from it. He's dropped videos from it. And I think as recently as like a week ago, he pushed it back again and somebody kept asking him about it, kind of pressing him on it. And he had made some statement to the effect of, at this point, man, y'all get it when y'all get it. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Don't really anticipate anything. It'll just drop out of the sky and we'll just all be surprised. I mean, okay, I hear that. And then Roddy Ricch too, because I'll kind of put these two niggas together. Roddy Ricch too. He's been dropping little singles here and there, videos here and there, trying to do his features. But it's been quiet for both of these niggas, and it feels like they both are realizing that it's kind of starting to become curtains closed. Roddy Ricch was you talking about a nigga that was scorching hot?
He was on fire.
The box was everywhere. Pretty much every season. That shit went too. Out the month. When he first came out, that nigga had slaps on slaps on slaps. And it kind of felt like I'm drawing a blank on his most recent album. Not most recent, the one that came out 2 years ago. Like Live Life Fast or something to that effect. But to the Joey point, drop the ball, nigga. You had all the momentum, and it kind of felt like you just put your feet up and just kind of relied on being Roddy Ricch, and that you didn't really put the groundwork in that you did on your debut album as far as songwriting goes, song structure, really curating an album and not just slapping some shit on the wall, hoping it sticks, and then just kind of putting it out for the people to digest. And then with A$AP Rocky too, bro, it's like, you know, you keep dropping this shit. Both of these niggas just scared to flop at this point, which kind of sucks. Like the music age I'm just giving us that. The music age we're in now with all these streaming numbers, I feel like it's prevented some of our artists that we really look forward to from dropping because they're so scared of the perception of not doing numbers.
I just think that they spending too much time in Paris at Fashion Week. And these niggas ain't really back in America with their boots on the ground figuring out, you know what I'm saying, what it is that the people want from them. So we'll see. We'll keep waiting.
It's disappointing though, because like I said, I mean, Rocky, I'm not really as big of a fan of at this current point in time, although I do understand his stature in the culture. But Roddy Ricch is somebody who kind of like a Chance the Rapper. I am looking forward to the album regardless, because I would like this to kind of be the turning point for him, kind of like a Chance where, you know, The Big Day was a huge flop for him. He took his time. He got in the lab, locked in for a couple years. And he dropped an album that I think is worthy of at least a Grammy nomination for Rap Album of the Year. So I'm hoping Roddy Ricch can do a similar path. But nigga, you got to drop the music first. You niggas got to stop playing. Like, it's not good enough to just tease it over and over again. You got to drop the motherfucker and eventually just let it live and kind of be what it is. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? You're just going to kind of be in this space of paralysis by analysis and just pushing it back. So,
well, shout out to them guys. Hopefully they get it together. But there are some new artists that are dropping some music. What you been listening to lately?
Birdman Hand Rub. So I know I won't go all the way new, but I will say that there's a couple projects I've been peeping. We got this brother named Topaz Jones. Okay. He has an album called Don't Go Telling Your Mama. I think, Don't Go Telling Your Mama. That album is very dope. The cover is super hard, which is originally where I ended up hearing from it. How would I kind of describe it? It's rap, it's kind of like kind of like a little bit of Fonte, it feels like, as far as like the lifestyle rap goes, but like also very chill, you know, not going like super preachy, but has a message to it. So I'll check him out. If you're not feeling the rap shit, Mac Keane, MackKeane. Yeah. This white dude that do R&B.
Okay.
The boy cold. He got an EP. He got an EP with this dude, ESTA, who's a producer, called Intersections. That shit got 0 skips on it. So if you get a chance to check that out, you got Topaz Jones, which is on the rap side. You got Mac Keane on the R&B tip. So I will check those 2 albums if you get a chance. What you been listening to though? Have you been peeping anything new?
Not at the current time. I haven't listened to anything. Of course, I listened to the Mobb Deep album. Looking forward to the Big L album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I be on my old school shit. You know what I'm saying? I
spinning that D'Angelo back,
and I spin some old shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's mainly what I've been on.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you been now? Tell me this. Fill me in here. Do you big into TV movies at all? Not really.
No.
You kind of watch what you watch. One of them people. Have you been watching anything recently?
No.
Damn.
I've been watching sports,
Okay.
work, and I've been traveling a lot, bro. So I really haven't been able to like just sit in front of the TV and catch up on shit.
Have you been anywhere since the last time we were? I know you a globetrotter in this.
Been to LA. Shout out to Bobby Brown.
Okay.
Alicia Etheridge Brown. They had me come out to California to LA. I DJ'd at the 6th annual Bobby Christina Serenity House golf tournament.
Rest in peace, Bobby Christina. Always,
yes,
for sure.
You know, we definitely were out there doing our thing to stop and eradicate domestic violence, because y'all niggas need to stop putting y'all hands on women. We don't play that shit.
For sure. That shit is
out.
out.
You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of celebrities came out. Shout out to Anthony Anderson. He was out there. Zab Judah was out there. John Sally was out there. Macy Gray. Tisha Campbell, Gina from Martin. She was out there.
For sure.
Johnny Gill was out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a lot of art. My boy Christian Combs, King Combs, he came out there.
Brother.
So it was a good time, man. It was Kenya Martin, my boy K Mart came out.
So
Alex Thomas. It was a lot of people.
You was doing
I was surprised.
Yeah.
So I was out there doing that. It was a great time. And where else have I been? I went to Cleveland.
The hell was you doing out there?
On my old school shit, I went out there to see Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle and Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills.
Okay.
Like an old school Queen concert.
Oh, you was just out there. Oh, you was
like,
doing it up.
To me, it was like, yo, like I may never get to see these legacy artists on the stage together. Or I might not be able to see them on the stage at all.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, it's their last show on their tour. You know what I'm saying? Let me catch a flight out there real quick.
How was the show?
Show was amazing, man. Show was like, yo, Patty's like, I'm 80-something years old and my vocals still sound the same. And I was like, they damn sure do.
For real?
Hell yeah. Her, Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills, they put on an amazing show. Gladys Knight too. It was something that I was like, yo, I'm glad I was able to, you know what I'm saying, get that.
Check that off the list. So when you go to shows like that, like I know for me, I'm always kind of like going into concerts thinking like, damn, I kind of hope they do this one song. You know what I'm saying? I always kind of get my mind wrapped around that.
Sure.
Are you like that? Or I guess, because I haven't really been around, or I haven't been to as many shows for legacy artists. So is it kind of one of those things where to some extent you got to not dumb it down, but kind of alter your mind like this? You're not seeing them in their prime.
You're not seeing them in their prime, but a lot of legacy artists, they know that, you know, they came up in the age where their stage show had to be it, or else
it wasn't.
It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no internet for them to run to, or no YouTube for them to listen to. So they always put, you know what I'm saying, their best foot forward when it came to their live performances. And I feel like they keep that mentality. You know what I'm saying? They keep that going. They keep that going. So I've never really been to a show with a legacy artist where, you know, I walked away disappointed. The only time I kind of felt some way was when I went to see Anita Baker. And she did not perform my favorite song of hers, Body and Soul.
Damn.
That pissed me off. But as far as...
You start booing and shit?
I was like, yo, come back. Yo, why y'all leave? Why y'all walking out? Like, why she walking on stage? Come back. Why the lights on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But besides that, you know what I'm saying? The show was amazing. She brought out Usher. You know what I'm saying? They performed together. It was a great, amazing show. I was just mad that she didn't do the song that I wanted her to do. But I get it.
I think the worst concert I've probably been to was Anthony Hamilton.
Really? Anthony Hamilton normally puts on a good show, though.
That nigga was weak. I ain't gonna lie. Like, shout out to bro. He's a legend. But like, first off, it felt like, and maybe I'm overthinking shit, he didn't have an extensive catalog to be doing a whole concert, in my opinion. Like, to have niggas out in the amphitheater and for us to be sitting down for another 2 hours or whatever the case is, it was kind of like he was doing the damn, I'm drawing a blank. It's obviously like his most famous song.
Charlene?
Yeah. He does Charlene, but it was kind of like the nigga started doing covers and all this type of shit. And I'm just like, well, hold on a second. It didn't feel like it felt like he got to finesse niggas out the ticket, but he wasn't able to really finesse the whole showtime. So, you just get a bunch of bells and whistles in between time and shit. So that was probably my least favorite concert. And I've been to a lot of them, but that wasn't one of my favorites. Shout out to Anthony Hamilton, but nigga, you was finessing that day. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see a couple more artists. We'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's out there doing their thing.
For sure.
Definitely appreciate them. And shout out to y'all for tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to y'all for tuning in to What More Can We Say.
I got two more things real quick because I know we about to wrap this up. And I'm going to just do a rapid fire. If y'all niggas into TV, let me just put you on real quick. Task on HBO Max.
Okay.
One of them ones, hands down, no questions asked. Shout out to Mark Ruffalo. Shout out to Tom Pelfrey. That show was super hard. Episode 6 in particular, Chef's Kiss, absolute masterpiece. That's one of them ones this year. I give that a solid like 9 out of 10. If you get a chance to check it out, kind of like an action thriller, kind of one of them joints, I would check that out. And then last thing, James Gunn, nigga, you was dead wrong for this season of Peacemaker. We got so many promises about this joint. I'm not going to go on and on again, but for a nigga to sit there and blow smoke up our ass talking about, man, this is really going to determine the future of DC Universe. And then for me to watch this whole thing, I won't say it was filler, but when you get those expectations kind of levied on it, like it's going to change the future or you're going to see a whole bunch of, not spoilers, but Easter eggs or whatever the case may be, that shit was not what it needed to be as far as season 2. Nigga, you got some work to do with that next Supergirl movie because you're already on strike 2. I wasn't feeling Superman. Peacemaker season, I'll call it a 1.5. But yeah, nigga, you got some work to do. And then my last thing I would say is... Oh, wait, no, shit, that was it. Just tasking Peacemaker. Go check them shits out. My bad. I'll get to the next one. Oh, episode 11. It's going to be a third chair up in the mix. You feel me? We got something going on. So y'all check that out. I'm not going to go too crazy on it, but we got a new addition kind of coming to the group on some Johnny Gill shit, like you just said. You feel me? So it's going to be exciting, man. Y'all stay tuned. Now that we got 10 coming up, it's going to really start stacking some shit up for you. So stay tuned, please, and keep a look on it. But that's all I had to get out there. My bad. I didn't want to step on what you got going.
Nah, it's all good, man. Shout out to the Platinum House, the whole Platinum crew, man. We got a lot of things that's coming up. Make sure y'all tap in. Platinum House on Instagram. Make sure you follow my brother. What's your Instagram? ___ Jalen Brown. And then what more can we say on Instagram too? Also, be sure to y'all check out the Platinum Room. We got some content coming out. Y'all want to check out Platinum Room. Big shout out to everybody. And yourself on Instagram. As well, man. Make sure y'all follow me at Radio God Stew. That's episode 10, y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff, man. We're going to catch y'all on the next one.
It's free to like and subscribe, my niggas. Y'all show some love, you feel me? And I'm going to sign it off there. What more can we say?